Hello everybody, Joe Tactical here again. In this video I'm going to do another cast iron cooking video. Obviously, right? Now I'm just going to make you stare at the cast iron. Well, basically, a while back I did a few videos when I was just getting into cast iron cooking. And by the way, this is unsalted organic butter. We'll just put that there for a second. I'll just shoo it in the cooler part of the skillet. And this is the Lodge cast iron griddle pan right here. This thing is number one. Is this a lot of butter? Yes, it is. Is that necessarily the most healthiest thing? No, it's not. But it's unsalted butter, and I don't salt my food, so where something one way doesn't get you will get you another. Now, actually, the reason why I'm showing you this process is just so you guys get an idea with how I work with it now. Unfortunately, it will make the video a little bit longer, but I just wanted to show this process. One, to help the people that are just getting into it, like I was, and two, there was some negative criticism regarding one of my egg cooking videos, and you know, I really didn't need anybody to tell me I was doing something wrong because, as I said in the video, and as many videos, I'm not an expert, and I was just learning cast iron at the time, and yeah, that was a little too much butter. Now with this, if I wasn't doing a video, what I would do is I would actually let this cook in a little bit more, and it wouldn't be necessarily as wet. But we'll make do with it, it's not a problem. Yeah, it's a little too much butter there. I got a solution for that. Just a little too much. Just a little too much. I'll take my terry towel and soak up just a little bit of it. And that'll give me what I want. That's what I want right there. Alright. And we have this on a little bit lower of heat. And there's a burner here, obviously, and there's a burner here. And I keep that there for a couple reasons. One, so it's handy, and two, it's definitely staying sterilized if you're working with raw stuff or whatever. That's just a byproduct, it's just a bonus or whatever. But basically I have a half a dozen whipped up eggs here. I haven't added anything to them at all. And then I have my, I'll show you a little sneak peek. That's right. I'm of Italian descent. This is kind of like my pizza omelet. And then mozzarella. Alright, so basically what we're going to do, and time is of the essence once we get going here, and this won't take very long. Got a couple spices hanging out. Alright, now whip this up real good. I know it's boring staring at that, but we're going to get to it. Now if it spills over a little bit, it's okay, because you're not cooking unless you're making a mess. Alright, there's that. A little bit warmer than I would have liked, but that's okay. And we'll add this stuff in. Be careful when you add stuff that it doesn't overflow what you're doing. Trust me. Da 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 da. Da da da. Pepperoni. Now I'm trying to do this as fast as possible because I have certain procedures, of course, that I like to do, and I will share them with you. And I am not an expert, but I will say this. What I'm about to show you is pretty awesome. You know, you don't get overweight without learning a thing or two about food. And I think I'm 5'6" and I'm about 220 pounds. So what does that make me? I don't even know. 50 pounds overweight. So you can take my word for it. Alright, now the fun part. Adding the cheese. Not too much. What's that from? If you know that, I'll be impressed. And yeah, a little bit more. And I just can tell right now my attic is not too far from where I am right now. And I hear birds chirping, so apparently there's babies in there that... Alright, now, the secret, infamous weapon. Tabasco. Oh yeah. Put that on there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's right. Crushed red pepper. And yeah, that's right. Dude puts oregano on his eggs. Now if that don't look like a pizza omelet, I don't know what does. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to check. And as this cooks, it shrinks a little bit. So it kind of pulls away. And it's still got a good ways to go. So what do you think of that so far? How's that looking? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's right. Then what I like to do is, because I'm making 2 omelets essentially here, so I kind of like to have a little division. And you'll see. You'll see. I hope the people that have put negative comments on my other video get a chance to watch this. But like I said in the other videos, other cast iron videos, was I was just learning at the time. And I really encourage showing failure. At least for myself. Because 1, it keeps me humble. 2, it's good to show people that if other people try something, and all they see is everybody's the glorified videos of it all, and then they try something and they fail at it, they might give up. So it's kind of, you know, my way of trying to help other people is like, look, I'll put myself out there for the ridicule and everything else, and that's okay. And I try to respond to the ridicule in a positive way, but I have good days and bad days just like everybody else, and depending on what is said, kind of dictates what I say. But I try to be a positive person. And also, if people have ever been negative to me before, you know, I don't have any hard feelings with that, because it's good if we can all forgive each other as a people and be understanding that sometimes people just have bad days for whatever reason. Now, sadly, some people are just going to be negative throughout their life no matter what, but nevertheless, it's what we can do to try to make that situation better. Now, I have this on low heat, and I keep looking underneath. This is the hot part, and this is the cooler part. So this is going to finish cooking before the middle section. Now I'm going to bump the heat up just a little bit. Bear with me. I have to kind of like crouch down to see the flame because my stove is an old stove and the calibration is completely out the window. And let's put some more cheese on while we're waiting, shall we? Now see, I'm not on a diet, okay? And hear me out here as I add like a lot more cheese. I'm not on a diet, but I've been more conscious of what I've been eating, and I've actually lost about 20 pounds, maybe a little more, in the past couple months. Just by making smart choices, but it doesn't mean I eat nothing but Wheat Thins and Triscuits, and that's it. You know, but everything has a time and a place. Like today's Sunday morning, and my girlfriend's still in there sleeping and stuff, so I figured this would be a nice little treat to surprise her. And we'll check under there. Now that the heat is raised a little, let's see what we got back here. Alright, see that's still, you see how this fell apart here because this is cooler, but this is staying all together. So that's just what I'm saying, is this will cook faster than that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because no matter what the cards you're dealt in life, whether it be cooking or in a firefight, whatever it is, you know, anywhere in between, it's good to see and to utilize the negative and the weaknesses as strengths, even if it just teaches you a valuable lesson and nothing else. Alright, let me see here. This looks about right. We're going to do that. Not sticking, is it? Look at that cast iron. Look at that. That's right. Alright, now this is about the hardest part of the whole thing. And just break it free, because again it wasn't cooked as good as the other. And we slide that to the side. And now what we just did is we're now cooking the less of cooked sides there, if that makes any sense. And this is the real fun part. You burn the crap out of yourself. And I don't want to hear any complaints about that, because it's good that way. Especially when you do this. Again, we're not watching what we eat today. Obviously. And if we spill a little bit, that's okay too. Oh yeah. Kind of not like the, or I'd like not to use all of this cheese, but, you know, in order to break some omelets, you gotta break some eggs or something like that. I know. In order to make some omelets, you gotta break some eggs. Just me attempting to be funny. 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I didn't sleep again last night. That's a lot of cheese. Not too much. What's that from? Tell me what that's from. You won't win anything, but I'll think that's pretty cool if you know. And now, I think I want to bump the heat up just a little bit. Alright. Now, we got to add just a little bit more red pepper, and that'll melt in nice with the cheese. And yes, some oregano. Not too much. That was just a little bit too much. Alright. And I kind of like to put stuff away as I cook too, so if you kind of hear me talking in the distance, that's what I'm doing. Because when this gets done, you know what I'm ready to do. I ain't ready to clean up the kitchen. Look at that egg. Watch it slide. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's right. That's right. My cast iron skills. I was like, wow. I've been answering a lot of questions lately. Like somebody put one of my videos on the forum or something and started bashing it. And I'm like, man, that was so 6 months ago. Get with the times. So I was like, you know, I'll make a video today, and not necessarily just to defend my cast iron honor, but you know, just to share it with you guys. So check that out. Look at that puffy cheese just bursting out. See, that's what I'm talking about. And yes, I know how unhealthy this is. I understand. It's got pepperoni in it. And by the way, the oil from the pepperoni just adds to it. It's awesome. And we're just going to pretend like we didn't add the Tabasco already. And when you cook with Tabasco, it, see, making a mess all over the place. When you cook with Tabasco, it really tones it down. So sometimes I'll add Tabasco like 4 times, and everybody will be cringing at the sight of it, and it's just like, it's alright, calm down. I just like that deep flavor of it, even though it cooks off from one application to another, is I like to know that it's cooked in there really good. Now see, what I'm going to do is I'll check it about this point, and it looks pretty good underneath. Same with that. I'm going to turn the heat off. And then you take this type of apparatus. And you know what? We won't get to that just yet. Yeah, that's a real fun video. I'm getting the orange juice ready. Bear with me. It's all a part of it, you know what I mean? Tropicana. I think we're just about ready here, and that's a good thing. You know when you start getting the forks out that you're in a good step of the process here. So let's see. I like giving whoever I'm serving at the time the best looking one. Which one you guys think? This one or this one? Let me look through the viewfinder to see. I think this one looks better. So I'll give her that one. You take the plate, you take your spatula. By the way, this is a very interesting way to do it. Plop it down, and there you go. So that's breakfast at the Joe Tactical House. So thank you very much for watching. Check out my other cast iron videos, and this is kind of like the fruits of my labor after, you know, trying and experimenting with several different methods. And don't be scared to try different things. Don't be scared to do what everybody tells you not to do. Just don't burn your house down. But just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something useful. And it's like I always say, let's all learn from each other. Thank you very much for watching. Joe Tactical out.